Hi, I'm Jim Young from Salem, Wisconsin. I'm the owner and driver of the Young Guns front engine top fuel dragster. As long as the track holds and we don't smoke the tires, we're going to either run a 560 at probably close to 260 or we're going to blow the tires off, one of the two. It's pretty sketchy right now with 140-degree track temperatures.
Hi, I'm Jason Greenwood, driver of the JJ Motorsports Nostalgia Top Fueler. We were here till 11:30 last night, trying to get the pieces together to make the first round, and just going to go out there, run our own race, and try not to repeat what we did in 2016.
All right, here we are, Top Fuel Eliminator, first round, the Holley Hot Rod Reunion, and our first pair is the cheesehead equivalent of Kissin' Cousins.
Maybe, but who is that blowing their stuff up?
That was Jason Greenwood. He is using Jim Young's co-tuner, Mike Kern, to help him calm it down. Mike Kern is helping tune the 392 derivative driven by Jim Young, and also sorting out the 426 driven by Jason Greenwood. They're both out of Wisconsin.
Yep, they're all out of Wisconsin, right? Is Mike Kern or is he Chicago?
I think he's Chicago.
Okay, well that's close enough. Well, you can't say that.
Did you not consult your press kit? I mean, all that information is there.
Yeah, the press kit. Yes. Obviously, Jim Young is a favorite here. Look at this. Jason gave him a good race.
So Jim Young continues to prove that he needs to be dealt with.
I'm Julius Hughes with Atlanta Speed Shop, Zot 6, Top Fuel Dragster. We're running this KB Elephant motor, and we're revving it up, popping the clutch with a pedal clutch. And the fans love it, sprays fuel everywhere. So we're going to see if we can tune it up a little bit for Mendy first round.
I'm Mendy Fry. Track temp's 150 degrees. We don't plan on beating ourselves on a hot track.
So again, the topic is heat. Everybody's building heat, and everybody's trying to deal with the heat.
Well, you know, when you're Mendy Fry and Tom Shelar in that team, the heat is more your enemy than with other people because they're really racing against themselves. They can beat themselves. No one else. Julius Hughes is not going to beat them.
Right.
Unless they beat themselves. So the heat is a challenge that they have to deal with. Julius Hughes, the good old Atlanta boy, he's pretty laid back.
Yeah. He is laid back until it comes time to stage, and then he brings the RPMs up, not unlike, say, an alcohol funny car or something. So he's the only pedal clutch in the car.
But as he says, it sprays fuel everywhere, and the fans kind of like it.
Right.
You know, and he's pretty laid back. I like that.
Well, there he goes now. And he swaps pedals and he's out on her.
Wow, big time. Big time.
So Mendy Fry has to drive around Julius Hughes at 568 at 243 mile an hour to Hughes' 633, but she was late as Christmas and he was early as Hanukkah.
Yeah, if that's how you put it. Yeah, he had an 043 light, which is excellent.
Yes.
And Mendy had, she made a mistake on the starting line. She had a 235, which is, as she'll say, completely unacceptable. So they're lucky. I mean, they got lucky because the car carried her. And
it did.
She's still in the game.
We're short-handed out here this weekend. Our tongues are hanging out a little bit in this Kentucky heat. But we went out there the second session, which is our first. Thing smoked the tires. I had to pedal it 3 times, still couldn't get it to hook up. Came back, thrashed the 3 of us. Got it out there for the 3rd and final. Backs against the wall, do or die. Went A to B, ran a 589 and got in the show. So we're just happy to be in. We'll see what we can do here on Saturday and hopefully win this deal.
Go through a lot of pistons in a nostalgia top fuel dragster, as you can see, and we got plenty more in the trailer, and it's going to take quite a few to go 3 rounds today, and we'll burn as many as we can to be the winner today at the Hot Rod Reunion. Thank you.
First round top fuel eliminator, Dusty Green and Turbo Tim Cullinan have both insisted that they'll throw whatever it takes to advance.
And Dusty Green may have already thrown everything he has at it. The car sounds terrible on the burnout. It barely spun the tire.
And Turbo Tim's having problems too keeping it lit. Dusty's car is still running. Lucky for us, they're going through the completing the burnout procedure, so we get to look at the person guiding her back, but that thing does not sound good.
And I love the color of her hair. It's a different hue of the red carb. Crew guy says shut the thing off.
Yes.
So it'll be a single for Turbo Tim in the IRA, Team IRA car.
I see. So they don't have to really throw down any bombs. They can just enjoy uncontested victory. Just raging frustration, all the effort it took to get to this event, the do or die to qualify, and they don't even get the satisfaction of making a lap.
You know, I tell you what, it's one reason to hate the sport.
Yes.
Because it's so friggin' difficult sometimes, and you just can't ever get out of the hole that you're in.
Tim Cullinan again playing with house money.
Shuts it off early, coasts down there, saves all his parts. Ready to go to the next round, and he's going to have to race Mendy Fry, so he needs to have all of his best parts in their finest working order.
You know, honestly, I really don't want to relive the 60s or the 50s or anything like that. I'm in the now, and I happen to be in one of these cars because I think they're the baddest nitro car that's out there right now. And if I wanted to relive the 60s, I'd rebuild, you know, my dad's car or run a cackle car or something like that. But that doesn't particularly interest me. I like to drive these cars.
It's a fun event. I think we let the elephant out of the cage. It's starting to run really good. Went 209 and a half track. Went 595, shutting it off pretty early. I think we got something for these guys from San Francisco. My opinion is we should have done a street race between San Francisco and San Jose. $5 grand, meet me at Kenyatta Road.
So Brendan Murray insists that the elephant is out of the cage, and as you alluded to earlier, Whit, a mouse is one of the few things that can scare an elephant. So here we have, I don't know, was it an Aesop's fable between the two creatures, the mouse and the elephant, both out of the Bay Area?
Perhaps. It takes a literary genius to know all those facts, and I'm not sure on that person. Brendan Murray, this is his chance. I mean, if you look at these two cars in generality,
yes,
he is at a big disadvantage. I mean,
yes,
they're a much more serious team, very organized, very well funded, well put together. They win championships, but they're struggling right now. That little motor is blowing itself up.
Yes.
If he's going to take them out, now's the time.
So even though champion is #3 qualifier, you're saying they're vulnerable potentially to the #6 entry of Brendan Murray, who has not done much in a while, so maybe this is his weekend.
He has to not be himself.
Every dog has his day, maybe every elephant has his day also.
Brendan Murray, I mean, he was well ahead. It was almost a perfect run until the very end, and he almost did give it away.
Yeah, so Brendan Murray, the upset of the weekend thus far, trailer's the #3 car, the champion speed shop entry, and I don't know, man, we've got two dark horses.
Two dark horses, but, you know, looking at these guys walk off the starting line, the champion team, you have to feel for them. But this is what drag racing is. It is so incredibly humbling at every level.
Right.
It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done. It's all about right now. Like Adam said, he lives in the now. And this is the now. And the now for them is a difficult situation.
You be here now, but the now is crushing.
The now is crushing.
So that takes us to our semifinal pairings. We have Mendy Fry against Turbo Tim Cullinan, and we have the dark horse slash elephant, Brendan Murray, who will attempt to stare down Jim Young. Come back and join us for that kind of action.